Imagine the possibilities when Sabahans innovate. Welcome to the Sabah Creative Economy and Innovation Center, a government agency under Kementerian Sains Teknologi dan Inovasi KSTI Sabah. We are located at the heart of the bustling Kota Kinabalu Industrial Park. There's so much space here, with over 6,300 square feet of space. Imagine what you and your fellow Sabahans can achieve. Whether you are a part of a grassroots community, a startup or a venture firm, a student or lecturer at a university, or just beginning to make a mark in the industry, it starts by enabling a collaborative ecosystem consisting of various and inclusive stakeholders. This will ensure sustainability across all industries. When we bring people, ideas, and resources together, guess what happens? It encourages entrepreneurs like you to build a successful, innovative, and sustainable business. We aim to be a data-driven organization by collecting, learning, analyzing relevant data consistently, and be able to make a better decision for industries and entrepreneurs for more effective programs in the future. You might be asking, what can we offer you here? Well, now plenty. Do you need digital tools? AR, VR, robotics? We have them. Internet of Things? Artificial intelligence? We encourage it. Animation, filming? You got it. And much more. Apart from the super cool stuff, you will have access to ample support like legal affairs, finding investors, platform to market and sell your products here in Sabah and abroad. We want to ensure that you have the tools you need so that you will be able to succeed and shine in the global stage. We want to support and accelerate innovation across all industries to help boost Sabah's economy, create more jobs, and grow talents like you who can make it happen in the real world. Sabah Creative Economy and Innovation Center, League of Exponential Makers, Innovators, and Entrepreneurs. Imagine the possibilities when you innovate.
Konnichiwa and Ohayou gozaimasu everyone. On behalf of Scenic, we'd like to welcome you to today's podcast session, episode 4, Tech Tarik Japan Edition, live here, brought to you by Atukoi FM at Digital and IoT Sandbox. So before we start our session today, allow me to give a moment of silence kepada rakan-rakan kita yang terlibat dengan banjir dan bagi mangsa banjir yang kehilangan keluarga yang tersayang dan terdekat. Okay, so now we are so happy to be with everyone here today, both in person and online, as we share our journey for the Osaka World Expo 2025 that we have visited last August. So mungkin kepada mereka yang tidak tahu atau baru mengenali Scenic, Scenic through KSTI have been invited by the Ministry of Industrial Development and Entrepreneurship (MIDE) to showcase our creativity and innovation at the Osaka World Expo 2025. And Scenic together with KSTI are very proud to share that we have brought 5 of amazing startups from Sabah to Osaka to showcase their innovation and creativity. And 5 of these startups are, we have Matthew and Natasha from AgriData, we have Joffrey from Studio Ace Production, we also have Shukri from Mashuk Innovation, and we have 2 more amazing startups with us today that I will introduce later on. So for Sabah, right, the Osaka World Expo is more than just an event, but it's a platform for us to showcase our creativity and innovation at a global stage. So today we are joined by 2 inspiring spirits that has continued that mission forward and have also taken part of that expo. We have Melissa, the founder of Rustic Borneo, and we also have Simon, the founder of Jalin Creative. So hello guys, how is everything going so far? I just need to do a pulse check on everyone. So selepas Osaka, how are you feeling so far?
Well, selepas dari Osaka, I mean a bit busy lah, a bit busy catching up all the things that yang for 10 days di Osaka kan, so itulah. But now catching up slowly lah.
What
Yeah.
about you, Melissa?
For me, when I come back from Osaka, memang berbui sudahlah mulut saya. Bukan makan sabun, tapi bercakap pasal sabun. But it was an overwhelmed experience. When I come back, I feel rejuvenate and I want to share this experience to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so great to hear from you guys again. From me, I think personally, saya masih lagi rindu Japanese ramyeon and the onigiri. So that's the part of that I miss about Japan lah. So before we start, let's do a very simple question, right? So that our audience gets to know you better. Now, some may not be familiar about Rustic Borneo or Jalin Creative. So could you share a little bit about yourselves and what does your organizations do? Perhaps we start with Melissa first.
Okay. Salam sejahtera, konnichiwa. My name is Melissa. If you check Rustic Borneo in Google, you will see a few websites come out. One of them is travel agent. Actually, that I'm the co-founder of the travel agent, and I was a tour guide. So this trip going to Japan, I am promoting Rustic Borneo craft, which is bringing the herbs and plants of Borneo rainforest to Japan. So generally, we actually do production of amenities, shampoo, bath gel, minyak urut. So kira saya pergi Japan bertamu-tamu lah kali ni. Tapi this is the best experience, and what I can say is, I will tell more later, which I will cover more later. What I can say is, this trip going there, I am actually promoting the sustainable community of Sabahan below the wind to Japan. Thank you very much.
Wow, that's great. Melissa.
Thank you.
What about Simon?
Ya, kopi Vosian semua. I'm Simon Junior Jalin, the CEO of Jalin Creative. Basically, Jalin Creative is a digital media company yang based di Penampang, dan we have been operating since 2022 lah. Before that, my background, I was with Sabah Tourism for 16 years. Now I left Sabah Tourism doing marketing di sana. Then I left Sabah Tourism and come up with this Jalin Creative to promote Sabah in a new digital way. So yeah, that's Jalin Creative lah.
Wow, thank you, Simon and Melissa. I think that gives a really good picture of who they are. So I think one of the thing that struck us the most for Scenic, right, is how complementary Jalin Creative and Rustic Borneo work is. I mean, one is grounded in community and culture, kan, and another is struck in technology and storytelling. So it's like two different doors, but still telling the same story of Sabah. Now, let us walk through our audience, with our audience, about our journey at the Osaka World Expo. So, walking into the Expo for the very first time must have been something different, right? So, what was your impression when you first arrived?
Yes, okay. My first impression, saya rasa macam luar biasa, because this is not just ordinary exhibition area. It's a stage where a lot of global innovators, global leaders, government agencies come together and discuss and collaborate, changing ideas. So this is something like a huge thing to me lah. And looking back at the experience kita di sana, Amel, people are queuing up a lot since I think in the morning around 9 a.m. until pukul 10, people are still queuing. So imagine thousands of people queuing there, and to see what the world going to offer for them. Yeah.
I think that's amazing, Simon. I think Mel would share the same sentiment, right?
Saya mau share sikit before going there. Actually, saya rasa macam ada sikit underdog because the other 5 change makers are tech, innovators, anime, and I'm the one only selling the scent of Borneo. So I was feeling a little bit worried because Shah keep rejecting my barang-barang, you know. So, jangan bawa yang life plant, jangan bawa yang this, yang that. So I was a little bit worried. Then I realized that these things, if I don't bring there, I won't be able to communicate with the people there because of the language barrier. Saya buatlah kecil-kecil. So the moment I managed to bring through this thing to enter the pass gate, remember the pass gate, they will check all our things.
Yeah.
me and Mr. Shuk's wife, Allah Akbar. It's like you feel so blessed that you enter. Everybody is rushing in to see and celebrate sustainability, but at the same time, I'm still stop at the moment. Macam when you enter, you see how people, 158 countries come and celebrate sustainability, and 17 international organizations. And we are there standing for Malaysia Pavilion representing Sabah. So what more you must grab this opportunity. So the first day I was very energetic and very overwhelmed, and I feel that this is the place for me to share. So without hesitation, saya kasih keluar barang-barang tamu saya, my minyak, lemongrass, the herbs, and the rest just go by itself.
I think what you both did is very amazing, because sebenarnya for sini kami pun terkejut, especially for Simon, like people are actually lining up panjang tau. So macam sampai tangga, like people going down, and then the AR VR showcase was actually located downstairs. So sangat panjang barisan. And for Mel pun, wow, so many people wanted to know, especially dia punya lemongrass, itu paling saya rasa top products lah, I would say. The
dalam masa 2 jam, terus saya boleh berbahasa Jepun sudah, because itu skrip balik-balik, repeat. Dia tanya saya apa ini, saya tahu sudah dia tanya ini barang, walaupun saya tidak faham, tapi saya pandai sudah sebenarnya skrip, because overwhelmed of people. Overwhelmed of people.
I think I felt the same way as you both, because I think for me, when I first walked into the Expo, right, at first I feel like, wow, this is so big, not just in terms of physically, but it also in terms of energy and the ideas itself. So I think for Sabah's coming into the Malaysian Pavilion, into the Osaka World Expo itself, is a very bold step. But I would say that it's a necessary step, right? Because we also have stories and innovation that suits the global stage as well. Now, talking about being global, going global, right? So being in a global space means that it comes with certain responsibility. So it means that it's not just us being there, but also representing of who we are, right? So for you, how important it was to bring Sabah's identity and voice into the international conversations?
Well, okay. What attract me di sana ialah how they use augmented reality and virtual reality. Like the Japan punya example lah. They let people experience the climate change, the conservation that what they have been done, and using virtual reality and augmented reality, they let people experience it themselves, and itu customer sendiri pun dia akan merasa bagaimana perubahan cuaca boleh mempengaruhi diri dia orang. So I think if we look back di keadaan di Sabah, I think we can also use this augmented reality, virtual reality into awareness and education. So the next generation will understand how the climate change ataupun awareness on heritage, cultural, that will influence perubahan masa. So I think awareness itu penting lah.
Betul, I agree to that. And I think the use of technology is not just for people to look at, right? But that it needs to be like some certain of emotion or feelings that come out of it. So thank you for sharing that, Simon. What about you, Melissa?
For me, I think what a combination of the 5 representatives to Sabah is perfect combination, because we do not just bring technology, but we do not forget how the authentic of Sabah story is. So even Simon, when he is doing the VR, he is showcasing Sabah. Si Jeffrey dia bawa to anime dia, he is showcasing the orang utan, proboscis monkey, and all that. It is also a storytelling. The booth next to me is Keep Changing, which is Sabah Forestry semua tu. So it makes a series of things that we can tell a story. So when the audience come to us, we have limitation in communication, but of course they see how we are presenting the Borneo rainforest, and at the same time I bring them the scent of the Borneo herbs and plants. So from the scent, with the banner we have here, they know this scent is from the community of Sabah, and plus going down, you feel the Murut traditional dance. You see, so it's a series of stories that that bring the Sabah week become boom, it's like a boom. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree to that. And when you've mentioned about challenges in terms of communication, right? And we have a way of telling our products, like maybe say like certain simple words just to make them understand. And I remember my moments there together with Farah, my team, Scenic team. We were doing like a lucky draw session with the audience there, and people are actually lining up for that as well. So even though we have like communication issues, like how do we explain this? It's so hard to explain because we were showcasing colorized product at the time. So there was like a pencil case, and also I only remember the Japanese word of it, saifu desu, like a coin pouch. So it's also one of the way to tell the stories of our people here in Sabah through our products and storytelling. So thank you for sharing that, Simon and Melissa. So my next question, I will direct this to Simon. Are you ready?
Yes, of course. Sedia saja.
So my next question is that one thing that makes Sabah's week stand out during that day, right, is through the use of Jalin Creative AR Immersive Showcase. And so there's not many exhibitors that use that kind of technology in such creative way, because you are kamu kasih showcase the culture of Sabah through your AR VR, right? And so I wanted to know, how does that help international audiences connect with Sabah's punya culture?
Okay, the VR headset we brought di sana is actually just a tools. Augmented reality, virtual reality is actually a tools, but to create that content using that tools is through storytelling. And when we put all the memories, the scene yang ada di Sabah, it creates a lot of emotional punya effect, deeply connected. So there's this kid di sana lah. That time we show them underwater punya scene. So of course you can see the TV underwater, you can see the fish, but using the VR headset you actually inside the water swimming with the fish. So that experience, that connection actually bring them a more memorable punya experience lah. So that's how technology bring more experience and emotion into it.
Yeah, so macam as if dorang are into that real life situation.
Yes.
Can I add on?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
I actually saw one handicapped lady.
Oh,
The moment she put on the VR, it's like she's traveling to Sabah. Her smile is ear to ear, and she dancing with the wheelchair. Betul ke tidak?
yeah, betul.
So it's something that you don't see very often. People who are unable to travel, but at the same time can feel how the nature is in the other side of the world. That is also fantastic point, I think, for VR to be there,
Yeah.
to Jalin for Jalin Creative to be there. Yeah.
I think that's amazing, because I think it aligns with what Scenic do as well, what we are trying to do, what we are trying to push. We wanted to make sure that because we are advocating for creative economy this year, so we wanted to see how creative can be integrated in both social enterprise like Melissa and technology like Simon, and how it can be used as a tool to further elevate the economy of Sabah itself. Now, so thank you for that, Simon, because I think personally when I saw people lining up for your AR showcase, it was so amazing to see that people, seeing their smile, the curiosity that comes out of it. So macam I feel like technology can be used to become a bridge, right? And
Correct.
And how it cannot, like macam saya cakap tadi, it can be used to give awareness to the people of Sabah, not just by looking at it, but there must be a feeling that comes out of it. So it's a genuine kind of engagement or interaction with people, kan? Now, I would like to pose my next question to our Iron Lady of the day, Melissa. Adakah anda bersedia?
Macam soalan cabaran betul.
Tidak lah, santai-santai je. So Melissa, Rustic Borneo has been sharing about the story of indigenous women through rainforest-based products, and sharing that story at a global platform must be very emotional. So how did it feel for you, and how do you think that message was received?
If you remember the first day when we meet with Madam Doria,
Yes.
I burst out crying because without the story behind, I won't be in Osaka sitting with you all. And today I bring the herbs and plants. Is a platform for me, of course, something for people to test and to feel before they get to know the story behind. With these stories and these products, when I'm in the World Expo, I feel that it is my responsibility to convey this message, be it by interaction of smelling, interaction of communicating, or even just interaction of a small notes like this. I must find a way because we cannot learn our Japanese in 2 bulan. So I didn't expect I learn in 2 hours. Yeah? But then in that platform, you can see people are curious what is all these things about. So by the way, for your information, our roti canai won the first in the World Osaka Food Galore.
Oh, really?
Yes, they won the first.
Wow.
RM50 satu roti canai.
Kalau di sini berapa ringgit jatuh kan?
Yeah, but of course because before they serve you the roti canai, they show lah some performance
Master
before they show.
skill lah.
That's why it's RM50 satu. Tapi tiada pun satu hari kita makan roti canai kan. Yeah, so that's what I want to show also to the audiences who queue along our booth. The scent. The scent will show you what is behind these products, which I want to convey is the indigenous community, how genuine they are, how sincere they are, and how much they welcome you when you come to Sabah. This breakthrough has came in during the B2B. I will explain more later on that. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, Melissa. I think that really resonates with me, and I'm sure everyone else here too, because I remember when you passionately shared about your story about the indigenous women of Sabah and where is their product coming from during the expo, the showcase, and also during our ecosystem visit. People actually leaned in. They wanted to know more, and then it made me realize that we have so much to offer, and we have so much stories to tell in terms of creativity, our innovation, and also the stories of the community that we are bringing in. Now, I would like to pose this next question to the both of you. But before that, because we have audience today with us here today, if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hands, and I'll help you to moderate the questions to our guests of the day. Okay. Now, another big part of the expo is the business matching sessions, right? Which both of you are included in and have taken part of. So how was that experience for you, and what kind of opportunities or conversations that stood out?
You go first.
Yeah, maybe you should just share your experience on the business matching session.
As for the business matching, of course my aim is that to collaborate with the Japanese agents because they are more advanced into technology. I've met up with one of our buyer tu, saya lupa siapa nama dia. Because a lot of people interact sampai kau pun lupa. But we communicate through email lah. They have augmented reality that able to blend in Sabah punya apalah scenario sini lah, which is I think it's doable. And there's a possibility for us to collaborate lah. Yeah, because augmented reality and virtual reality, as I mentioned tadi, is just a tool. The content yang penting, and in Sabah we have a lot of content. Our biodiversity, our culture, our heritage, that's all what people want to see. And using VR headset is a medium for them to experience that thing. So it become like a teaser for them lah.
Wow, I think that's amazing. What about you now?
For me, I met one very high-end cosmetic manufacturer. She is 70 years old. She has an assistant with her, and I met with another one investor who is invest in creative design, anything that is creative. So these two investors sit with me together with the translator. So dia tengok lah saya punya di serbuk-serbuk semua ni. Dia bilang, apa bakal jual ni? Dia tanya saya. I said, I am here to showcasing you my second, which is sabun, but at the same time to tell you the story behind these products. So he asked me, what is actually all about, the cosmetic manufacturer? I said, I am not a cosmetic expert. I am also not a beautician, but these herbs and plants can be innovated to a very to our wellness. This is what we have been doing during our ancestor. I told them that. So they were like, oh, dozo, like their expression kan, dia macam dia hairan.
Yeah.
Then the interpreter stopped me and said, give them time to think, because this is how they react. They will take 40 minutes to stop dulu, dia fikir dulu, then baru dia tanya kau lagi the next soalan, like that. So that's what they keep macam interrogate saya, macam dia mau tahu the story behind my serbuk, So I showcase my video because I cannot really show what I want to say. The next thing he just asked me, this dia kasih keluar tu halia, ni dia kasih keluar, dia ambil gambar. Then they just asked me, give me the COA for this one. COA means Certificate of Analysis. That means ada chance sudah itu. So I do not actually overexcited. I was thinking, COA meaning he has that interest in this raw material. Tapi dia mau check what is inside this raw material. That's the cosmetic side. Then number 2 is the design investor. He spoke to me and then he said, I've been to Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. I bought a frog. Dia bilang, frog? I said, how can you buy a frog? Rupa-rupanya dia beli tu katak di tu tuaran yang buat tu tanah liat tu. Jadi dia tunjuk saya, dia punya gambar. Kau tahu dia tunjuk saya tu katak punya gambar. Sudah pecah sini, pecah. Dia kasih tape semua bah.
Okay.
Jadi I told him, sir, I have something for you today. I said, sebab saya ada bawa tu tanah liat yang burner tu sebab saya mau kasih aroma kan tempat. Itulah yang saya hadiah kasih dia tu. Then then he asked me, what other things you can present to me beside this serbuk? Saya bilang, if you want, I can give you a few ideas. Cinnamon stick in Sabah is this big. Saya kasih tahu dia. We can do a coffee stirrer. The coffee stick stirrer. It adds aroma to the Japanese coffee and also a very good stirrer and sustainable. Saya propose begitu kasih dia lah. So ni terus dia macam ketawa betul, dia punya happy betul because they want to emerge as a sustainable yet creative at the same time with sensory punya product, So these are things they want to look at. Of course, that moment is very excited lah. But after that, I think we need to do a lot of paperwork juga lah, Yeah. So after that, saya pun overexcited. Saya kasih semua saya punya barang saya kasih tu burner, saya kasih tiada manik semua. Si kawan-kawan saya yang dalam, kita tiada barang sudah boleh interaksi sama tu audience, but
Semua sudah bagi dia.
Semua saya bagi orang because you don't want to bring back juga kan. So if you see that possibility terus kau lupa sudah, just give it to them because finally they treasure your things. So that B2B match is my first ever experience actually. Yeah, but it's an eye opener for me. Everything is possible lah. Everything is possible.
Wow, I think that's amazing what you guys experienced because I'm not there, but listening to your story just gives us an eye-opener situation, like an experience that macam seolah-olah kami pun di sana merasakan apa yang kamu rasa. So I think it shows that beyond exhibitions and showcase, we need to have like a correct, I would say correct direct counterparts, right, with the Japanese, so that you could continue the collaboration forward. Now, at this point, I'm sure we have learned that the Expo isn't just about showcase, but it's also about learning from one another, right? So, was there something that you saw from another country or exhibitor that really inspires you, or perhaps that you would reflect on your own work here in Sabah? Ada experience?
Wih, banyak
Yeah.
belajar, banyak betul belajar. I think the most important thing is how humble is Japanese, how humble and how patient they are. Sabar ba, very sabar. Imagine 20K every day, but they are willing to wait under the sun. They are willing to sit under the sun. Tua-tua pun begitu. So that's one thing. It's really an eye opener for me. And number two is the cleanliness. In the expo, kau tiada nampak banyak tong sampah.
Ya,
Balik-balik
betul.
saya cari tong sampah. Then I ask Mr. Shuk punya anak. In Japan, people encourage you to put the sampah in your bag. Jangan kau bawa-bawa sini sana. Just put in your bag. Balik rumah baru kau separate the plastic, the bottle cap, the perishable. Baru kau buang di rumah kau sendiri macam tu. So that is another thing that is already practice and we learn along these 10 days. Saya pun bawa sampah-sampah di bag sudah lepas tu. So that is one thing from just being there. Ya, ini pun belum lagi saya belajar di Expo, tapi kau duluan lah, nanti saya panjang cerita.
Yeah, well for me, apa yang saya belajar di sana ialah when I visited itu African booth. Di sana dia ada gambarkan bagaimana slavery was dorang punya history punya apa lah, a lot of slavery punya apa. But the way because that time they also using augmented reality, virtual reality, and the way how they shoot it as if you are inside di dalam itu keadaan, where they put the camera di tengah-tengah, and then people with sedang kena jari tangan kan, they are moving di antara itu kamera. So as if because you have to imagine yourself as the camera, the point of view. So bila kamu pakai itu VR headset, as if you are there, experience dorang punya sufferers, and that create an emotion yang slavery itu merupakan bukan satu yang bagus lah. And then how the government change everything. That's what I learned di sana. And to relate back, apa yang kita boleh buat di sini ialah we have a rich in culture.
Yes,
So
betul.
maybe I'm going to discuss with my staff later on how we are going to dance and put that camera di tengah-tengah and dance together, and when visitors put their VR headset as if they are dancing together with the dancers. So that's how you create experience dari sana. So saya bilang at least I have bring something lah dari sana.
Yeah, betul. I think I love that idea. Let's make it happen. Tell Scenic what can we do to help, because I think, yeah, like you said, because we are rich in culture and heritage, but how do we ensure that this story are being told at a global platform,
Yes.
right? Yeah. So let's make this happen. Let us know what we can help. Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, but maybe I'd like to share from my part as well. I think for me, I think I've only visited maybe a few, because saya punya ticket is only like a summer pass kind, so like there's a limitation to how many pavilions I can enter. So, but one that I managed to enter is Arab Saudi, and I was just amazed at how they integrated both heritage and with modern technology. It's not like either heritage or technology, but it's a combination of both. And I wish to see that Sabah could continue, innovating, doing new technology or doing any new creative technology as well, while still keeping our roots strong. And I think that is something that I wish that we could explore together in the future. Right now, I think I'm almost near at my last questions. But before I go for my last question, perhaps the audience have any questions for the speakers, atau mungkin daripada kita punya Facebook Live kah? Okay, we have one here. Maybe bagi dia mic. Yeah, maybe introduce nama, dari mana, and share your question lah. Berasa apa? Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Chào chị ạ.
Yeah.
My name is Muhammad Ayub. I'm fairly new to. I'm a new entrepreneur lah,
Okay.
and I just started July this year. So I have two questions lah. What advice would you? It's a very general question lah, nothing to do with the Osaka trip.
Okay.
It's something I've already planned to ask lah.
Okay.
What advice would you give to young entrepreneur entering a very competitive food industry? That's one, and also one. Another question is, it's very to nowadays. Bukan nowadays lah. It's very hard to sell homemade product lah, because I'm very new. I belum lagi ada premise yet. Capital pun masih rendah gitu, masih low. So my product is chocolate lah, and you can look it up. Ubis and on Instagram.
Okay.
My problem is not problem. My question is how do I sell every day? But since July, I noticed that people only buy chocolate like on time gaji begitu, on everyday tidak ada orang beli begitu. Like a question of how to improve my sales lah. Itu saja.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Ayub
thank you,
kan
yeah.
tadi nama.
Ayub, yeah.
Okay, so would you like to answer? Okay,
Yeah,
since we have the two industry experts here, kita bagi peluang.
Maybe I can answer apa. The first question is that kenapa how to apa to sell your product.
First question, advice would you give to young entrepreneur entering competitive?
Okay. I'm sure si Melissa pun agree with me that all entrepreneur satu dia kena ada ketabahan, jangan mudah putus asa, dan memang challenges tu ada, tapi we have to adapt challenges, things that for us to grow. Kita anggap challenges tu things untuk membina kita untuk lebih maju ke depan. Jangan dia jadikan sebagai macam alasan untuk kita terus tidak mau buat. Kedua ialah soalan tadi coklat di mana pasaran tu kan. Ini dari apa yang pengalaman saya lah. There's two part of entrepreneur yang kita tahu. Things what you know and who you know. Of course, buat coklat tu apa yang kau tahu, but the other factor that you need to do to apa is that who you know, which is your contact. You need to study back your contact, dan pasaran coklat di Sabah, saya rasa kalau kau tahu macam mana mau kau punya target market, coklat tu akan melonjak naik. Sebab sebab di Sabah kita ada dua jenis market, satu domestic market dan satu tourist market. So there's a 50-50. So if you want to target tourist market, you need to rebrand your chocolate into higher end punya apa price. You can put it higher, slightly higher, because tourists normally dia akan compare price in USD. If you sell your chocolate in 50 ringgit or 40 ringgit, if you convert it into USD, it's only like less than 10 USD, which is for them affordable, and they can bring back as dorang punya souvenir. And you have to position your chocolate as Sabah chocolate lah. Itu sudah saya maybe.
Oh no, you talk my point sudah. Ayub, yang last tu is very important. You put it Sabah chocolate.
Yes.
Then you sell it home base. Jangan kau put your branding like you are a factory. That is the selling point that as a young entrepreneur or the new entrepreneur, I started the soap from kampung, bukan lagi rumah, from kampung. But as you grow, of course, more and more compliances. Maksudnya, you need to comply to GMP, you need to comply to KKM, things like that. So that's where when you are upscaling. But for now, you focus and niche and sell as a Sabah chocolate or Sabah cocoa. That is already one very good selling point as a starter, as a startup. Yes.
You also mentioned tadi pasal story lah kan?
Yes.
I think you need to. You mentioned tadi pasal story kan? Story, background story of the business kan juga. I think I need, but I don't know how to lah. Maybe nanti I think about it lah. How to cari background story of my company kan.
Sorry Ayub, I just want to add on this one. Scenic always organize a kursus.
Yeah.
So if you see there is a kursus for startup, you join, networking. If you want to really find your story, you go to Google, you search Sustainable Development Goal, the 17 Sustainable Development Goal. Kau akan dapat tahu dari mana kau punya story come in. Is your story for community, or is your story for environmental, or is your story for hunger? So you find your story from that 17 Sustainable Development Goal. That will be your startup of the story.
Google what?
Sustainable Development Goal.
Okay.
Ya, dia keluar sudah tuh. Ya.
Development goals. Yeah. So I hope that answers your questions, Ayub. So thank you to Simon and Melissa for answering his question. Saya pun mau add on satu juga lah, because Mel was pointing out yang Scenic banyak buat workshop pasal business acumen and all that kan. So nanti please reach out to our team members, because kita ada satu group WhatsApp, community WhatsApp group. Ya, community WhatsApp group. Nanti kita punya team akan share the link or QR code for you to follow, because all of our programs updates are being updated there. So thank you, Mel, for promoting.
No problem.
Scenic.
Thank you, and also I bring some free sample.
Wow.
Nanti you can try lah.
Thank you, Ayub.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions from the floor? Atau is there any questions from kita punya Facebook Live? Ada? Sekejap ya. Perhaps before we go to that, maybe I'll just ask one last question to our invited guest today. So before we wrap things up, right, let's look at the bigger picture of this Osaka Expo. So if there's one key message that that you'd like both the world and the community to know, your key takeaways, what would that be from your point of view?
Okay, if there's one key message that I want people to take away is that Sabah has a rich in the biodiversities, nature, culture, and apa. So we have to preserve all this, and if possible, we create a content for it, so that we can sell and tell our heritage to the world via virtual reality.
I think. Thank you so much, Simon. What about you?
I have two
Okay.
point. Number one is, whenever you go to any expo or World Expo, you must study well. Like me, I made a mistake. I did not study well. So when I reached there, it's like kau dibagi buffet, tapi kau tidak boleh ambil tu sushi di tu buffet macam tu. Kau boleh ambil tu nasi saja macam tu, because every other pavilion is so interesting, but I don't have the patience to wait in the long queue, or I don't have the pass like the same. We have only 3 days pass or something.
True.
But there is so many interesting things that actually we can discover and learn. That's one thing. So study well before you go any other place for expo like this. Number two that I really would like to share with the Sabahan is that do not be humbled by the world. Our nature, our resources, our community automatically is already a big attraction to the world. Even we cannot communicate so well, Simon.
Betul.
We make friends, we showcase ourselves, and people are already Sabahan there, like this. And our cultural dance in the pavilion main entrance. It's like long queue. People sit there 45 minutes waiting for our cultural dance to start. So don't be humble, but be humble. Don't be humble don't be inferior, but be humble, just like the Japanese. That's all I want to share to the Sabahan.
Thank you, guys. I think that's an amazing key takeaway and very strong key takeaways from the both of you. And I think for me personally, my key takeaways is that Sabah belongs in this global conversation, right? Because I think it's enough for us to think that we are too small or maybe we're too far away because we're in the Borneo island. But I think we also have that stories to tell to the world that we have our own culture, our own heritage, and we are rich of it, and we want people to know, right? So before I close this session, do you have any questions from the Facebook Live? Yeah. We have our Farik here who will ask the question away.
Yeah, so I'm just representing the people in the comment section in the live, Facebook Live. So, comment from Michael G. Lodin. I'm doing coconut shells charcoal, interested with facial powder material from coconut shells charcoal. Any idea to collaborate with us?
Is that charcoal?
Charcoal, yeah. Charcoal.
Arang.
Oh, so he was asking how do they collaborate with his business?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Any of you want to take that question? Charcoal.
I think we will leave our contact after this.
Okay.
And they can contact privately, so we can extend out to see if there is a possibility of investors to
collaborate,
to assist
right?
them,
So for Scenic as well, maybe we can reach out to you and see how can we help you to further connect you with our own partners as well, for you to scale up your business as well. Any more questions from the floor? No? I think that's the only question, right?
Okay, we have one question here. Hi Simon and Melissa from Puan Ulianti. How has this experience shaped your perspective on your work?
What was the question again? Sorry.
How has this experience in Japan has shaped your perspective in your current work?
So how does your experience at Osaka World Expo shape your perspectives or maybe your opinion for in Sabah, right?
Yeah.
Sabah's perspectives. Wow, that's a hard question.
Well, for me, it create a lot of perspective, actually, in terms of business, on how we can do business. How it affect Jalin Creative is that maybe after this we're going to do a lot of collaborations with education punya institution, because we feel that awareness and education on conservation, on tourism destination is a must, and I think the future generation, the young generation, also need to know what is what we have and what are the possibility for them to use all these resources for dorang punya future punya endeavor lah. Maybe muda mau jadi young entrepreneur like us juga kan.
Okay, maybe Mel, you wanna add on?
Okay, I just give two.
Okay.
Because this is question from Van Ulianti. Number one is the real empowerment exists in this trip to Osaka. So 10 days I'm away from my team, which is back home in Sabah. Then another empowerment that I see is when I display my product there, beratus-ratus orang beratur. So si Farah told me, Mel, you just turn back. Ada saja orang pandai lah jaga kau punya booth. So the next person is Jeffrey jaga my booth. Terus dia punya Jepun pun terkeluar, and then he is selling sabun for me. So this is like something that I see. It's just let go sometimes. Just let go. Even I saw Larainn is helping me. Si Farah is helping me. Even Puan Ulanti yourself is also helping me in promoting. On the final day, Shah is helping me to showcase to KJ. You know, this is something that empowerment actually exists in small day like this. So you just need to learn to let go. That's number one. Number two is camaraderie. So even in a short trip or in a tough trip like this, through all the challenges and also the hurdle that we have, I think it's very, very strong team that we have us in Sabah here. And do not underestimate ourselves, do not underestimate the people that lead you. Just go with the flow and do your part. I think that is what I learned from this Osaka trip, and in fact, brother sudah saya sama Simon ini ya. So I think that is what we need in unite the Sabahan.
Yes. You know, when you share that to let go, and then people will always help you to back up to to explain to the Japanese like what your products are. I think that's how I learned Japanese word along the way. So I learned that soap is second, right? And I've also known that they say the word lemongrass, lemongrass. So that's how I learned some of the Japanese simple word from there. So thank you for your inspiring and insightful sharing, Simon and Melissa. So I think I am at the sorry, I almost ended my session here. So we have one more question from Mr. Ayub here.
One more question.
Boleh.
Minta opinion lah. You gave me an idea, just I come up. Now I think I don't want to be the face of the company lah. Macam perlu the business needs an mascot lah begitu, a face bah. I think lah. But I know memang I've already think about it lah. I don't want to be the face of the business, but maybe I promote Sabah juga lah. Sabah negeri yang Sabah based chocolate lah. I don't know if I'm the first homemade Sabah chocolatier, but I do have one contact in Kota Marudu. Dia apa tu? Dia supplier koko bean to bar, and dia memang pernah menang award juga lah in Germany for the best cocoa bean lah. So I think I will collaborate and make betul-betul like business where Sabah focus business chocolate gitu. Like that. What's your opinion lah? Or should I focus on building the business without like? But you said Sabah kan, put Sabah in it. Sorry.
It's okay. So your question. Let me rephrase your question again. So are you trying to macam mau ask our guest today sama ada perlu letak Sabah base kah? Begitu kah? Because you don't want to put your face as a mascot ataupun as a brand for that. Okay. Do you have any advice for that?
Boleh bah? Dari kau saja bah. Your business
boleh
kan?
saja.
Yang penting kau pandai mau. Tapi sekarang live kau punya business strategy kau mau. Sometimes when your business you need to keep first. Think properly before it goes live today.
Maybe we can talk more after this session, so you can have like a one-to-one session with our invited guests nanti lah. Is that okay with you, Ayu? Okay. All right. So I think that's all questions for today, right? So now I think that's it for today, guys. So thank you again for sharing your experience at the Osaka World Expo 2025. Listening to the both of you today, I feel so empowered, because it shows that we have so much to offer. We have so many stories, culture, and creativity that we can resonate globally. So I would like to take this opportunity to also thank our ministry, Kementerian Sains, Teknologi dan Inovasi Sabah, for making the Osaka World Expo happen. I think without your support, this trip wouldn't happen for us and for our amazing startups. And to our audience here at the Digital and IoT Sandbox, and to everyone tuning in, we hope that today has given you a new perspective and fresh new ideas that we can grow from home. And is there... Oh yes, before I forgot, I would like to take this opportunity to also promote our upcoming program this coming November, which is the Rural Social Enterprise Gathering happening on 3rd November, which is the Rural Forum. And we have one of the speaker here for the plenary session, Melissa. She will be talking about culture, tourism, and heritage. So if you want to learn more about rural social enterprise, please feel free to check out our website, our social media, so you can register and buy our tickets now. So I think once again, thank you to Simon and Melissa and all of you for being part of this journey. So ohayo gozaimasu. Apa surat thank you? Arigato. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Thank you.
Thank you.